These are the RayNeo Air 2S XR glasses. If you've never seen XR glasses before, they're basically a pair of tiny little screens that hook up to pretty much whatever device you want via a single USB-C cable, which is included. This video is sponsored by RayNeo, so it isn't a review, it's more of an overview of how they work with handheld PCs like the Steam Deck, ROG Ally, Lenovo Legion Go, that kind of thing. First of all, let's talk about their specs. The Air 2S XR glasses have a pair of 0.55-inch Sony low-power micro LED displays. Each screen has a resolution of 1920 by 1080, so when you put them together, you're getting a total resolution of 3840 by 1080 and a field of view of 46 degrees. The screens have a maximum brightness of 600 nits, two possible refresh rates, 60 Hz and 120 Hz, and an sRGB color gamut of 108%. On the arms, they have four customized linear speakers, and on the right-hand side, you have brightness control buttons, as well as on the left, you have volume control and your menu buttons, which allows you to super easily switch between the 60 Hz and 120 Hz refresh rate that the glasses support. The Air 2S have 10 levels of brightness, so they're really good for both indoor and outdoor use. The screens are really great. They can get super bright and very dim. And even here in the NerdNest with the window open, I can see the screen no problem. Taking them outside, I can see what I'm watching, no problem. Even sitting at my desk with dark mode turned off on my computer, and I can watch a TV show on the XR glasses, and I can easily see the show even over a white background of a Google Doc. Everything looks crisp and sharp and vibrant. Even going outside, you can easily see whatever content that is on the screen, and on a sunny day, you can still see everything on the other side of the glasses as well. Your brain just has to decide, which thing do I want to focus on right now? Here, let me give you an example that you can try right now. Hold up your hand in front of you. When you decide to put your hand in focus, everything else gets blurry. And if you decide to look at everything else, your hand will get blurry. But you can see your hand no matter what you're doing. That's what it's like wearing XR glasses like these. But the 10 levels of brightness mean that you get to adjust them for any situation. So if you're in a dim area or a bright area, you are all set. And they have 3 levels of color adjustment, which means I can set the glasses to be perfect for me in pretty much any situation. Right now, the Air 2S are the only XR glasses that I've ever seen that have 4 speakers. The speakers are on each arm right next to your ears, so you don't need them to be super loud in order to hear what it is you're watching or playing. If you're not wearing the glasses, you can hear something, but you'd have a hard time figuring out what it is. This is certainly a better experience than being in the room with somebody who's not wearing glasses like this and they're watching a video on their phone without headphones. Then there's whisper mode, which uses acoustic phase cancellation. You can't hear the speakers at 50% volume even if you're close unless you're actually wearing them, which is fantastic. I tend to listen to these speakers at roughly 80% volume, but I have hearing issues, so a lot of people will end up listening at lower volumes than I do. If you're someone that has the previous versions of these glasses, I have an audio sample which shows the difference between the old glasses and the new ones. Here, give a listen. Most of the time, I use these glasses with my phone, but they're also compatible with pretty much every gaming handheld out there, no dongle needed, with one exception, the Nintendo Switch. Just because Nintendo decided to do things a weird way. But if you use them with the Switch, RayNeo sells an adapter specifically for it. I have to be honest, since getting my Steam Deck, my Switch kind of just collects dust until the next big Nintendo franchise is released, so that doesn't really bother me. Most of my games are on PC anyway. To your handheld PC, these look just like an external monitor. I tried them on the ROG Ally X, the Lenovo Legion Go, and the Steam Deck, and the process is exactly the same for all 3. And that's because everything is plug and play. There's no setup to really worry about other than your refresh rate, volume, and brightness. And if you're playing a game that your system can run at higher frame rates, you can go ahead and bump up your refresh rate on the glasses to 120 Hz Otherwise, you can keep it at 60 hertz. I will say that I can absolutely see the difference between 120 hertz and 60 hertz. So if you're running older games, bump it up. Worst case scenario is you'll take a small hit to your battery life on your handheld, but you'll have a much better experience if you like 120 hertz displays. One of the first games that I played using these glasses is Doom 1 and 2, which, thanks to their latest free updates, I've recently been obsessed with. And I have to say, these glasses are super immersive. The reason I say that they're immersive is because in Doom 1 and 2, it's an old game. There's no mouse look. There's no looking up and down. When I was playing, one of those giant spherical demons attacked me, and they usually float up high, and immediately my instinct was to look up to see the demon better, though that isn't the way that game works, and even if it did, that isn't how these glasses work. It took me a minute to stop my brain from doing that, but then I immediately lost over an hour to playing Doom, and the biggest damn screen that I have ever owned. This is along with the fantastic metal soundtrack that's being played, and it's just an amazing experience on these glasses. Next, I loaded up World of Warcraft on my ROG Ally X because I have a massive 4 terabyte hard drive in it. I was using the console port add-on, which makes this mouse and keyboard game absolutely playable on a controller. My glasses in hand, I was playing WoW on the couch in a big screen. All the quest text was easy to read, and it totally felt like a new game for me. And honestly, I have to say, I love playing World of Warcraft on these glasses. It's important to keep in mind there's a few advantages that come with playing a game like this. Number one, you don't have to tilt your head down if you're playing a game on a handheld PC. Most handheld PCs also have small screens, which makes the text hard to read sometimes. But with these glasses, you can easily read what you're playing on a massive screen, and you can take that screen wherever it is that you go, and you get less fatigued from looking down all the time. On top of that, you can actually use less battery as you're only running 2 tiny little micro LED screens instead of a bigger panel. I have no problem using these glasses for extended periods of time. They're super comfortable and very lightweight. And now pretty much everything I use on a regular basis has video out on USB-C. I don't need any extra dongles to connect these to use as displays. Which brings me to my favorite way to use them. Not actually for gaming, but for watching movies, TV shows, YouTube videos, and anytime I go anywhere if I'm traveling. If you're somebody that takes public transportation or travels a lot, being able to load your phone up with a bunch of things to watch, throw on your glasses, and watch your favorite shows without bothering anybody around you is great. Plus, you don't have to worry about the glare of the screen or holding your phone up so that you can watch or tilting your head down to watch. You don't have to fight with the changing direction of the sun coming through the window of the train. I love to plug these in, grab my Bluetooth headphones, and let the world just vanish. The next time I take the train down to New York City, I can guarantee you 100% these are absolutely going to be in my bag, and it's going to make that 6-hour train ride so much better. Let's talk about the design. These glasses are light, they're very comfortable, they weigh just 78 grams, including the nose pads, and they're made out of a very, very soft feeling silicone. The hinges on the arms are really flexible, and the temples are also adjustable, 3 different stops, so they'll fit just about any face shape. The nose piece is also adjustable, and you can actually remove it and put in a different one if you want. So you can get the glasses the right distance from your face, and you can swap them for wider, more narrow nose pieces if you need to. If you wear glasses, you can take these inserts to your optometrist and have them put your prescription in there so the screen will look crystal clear for you. Overall, I think that these are incredibly comfortable XR glasses. The soft touch materials and the lightweight mean you can easily wear this for an extended period of time if you're playing a game or watching a movie. You won't get fatigued by wearing these glasses because they're so light and comfortable. They're perfect for a long train or plane ride so you can watch a movie on the big screen without bothering anyone around you. The thing that strikes me about XR glasses like this is that these are the early versions. Go back to the first iPhone or the first iPad and compare that experience to the experience we have now with smartphones and tablets. Soon, XR glasses like the RayNeo Air 2S, which are my current favorites, or is it favorite? How do you pluralize device like this? Anyway, soon these are going to be absolutely everywhere, and you won't know when someone is wearing XR glasses, and you'll wirelessly transmit whatever's on your phone or your Steam Deck 3 or 4 straight to your glasses, because in the future, and the future means screens everywhere, but screens that only you can see. And that's actually a really cool idea. So if you want to pick up a set of your own RayNeo Air 2S XR glasses, make sure to check out the link in the description down below. And while you're down there, click the like button because it helps out a ton. And finally, a huge thank you to RayNeo for sponsoring this video and for sending these glasses. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to finish Doom 2 because it's only been out for 30 years and I think it's time. From the Nerd Nest, I'm Bill. Stay rad, everybody. Oh, and before you go anywhere, make sure you check out this video right here. YouTube seems to think you'll love it.